Hello, grade 7 students. Welcome to another class. This is Mom Alpha saying, the mind that opens to a new idea never returns to its original size. If you need to learn about real numbers, all you need to understand is a number line. So are you familiar with the number line? So it looks like this. Now, positive numbers are located at the right of 0, while negative numbers are at the left of 0. And there are a lot of definitions and descriptions about real number. But here is the direct one. Any number that can be plotted on a number line is called a real number. Let us look at a few examples. Say for example -2. Yes, it can be plotted in the number line. It's this point. So -2 is a real number. What about 0.5? Even though it's not an integer, it can be plotted on the number line. It is located somewhere here. Now, let's look at another example. You have square root of 2. If we calculate the value of square root of 2, we get 1.414 approximately. The numbers after the decimal point does not end, and these numbers are called non-terminating decimal numbers. And yes, the number can be plotted on the number line, which make it a real numbers. So that's a definition. Any number that can be plotted on the number line is called real numbers. Now let's try to talk about the different kinds of number we know. The first kind is numbers with terminating decimals. Example 0.375. The number stops at a point and does not go on and on. Next, we have non-terminating recurring decimals or repeating decimals. Say, for example, 0.6, 6, and so on. It is called recurring decimals since the same numbers reoccurs, and non-terminating since it reoccurs infinitely. And the third type is non-terminating, non-recurring, or non-repeating decimals. Example, we have square root of 2. It is approximately equal to 1.414, and the digits after the decimal do not end. Hence, it is called non-terminating, non-recurring, or non-repeating decimals. Since there is no specific pattern of reoccurrence, broadly, these are the three types of numbers: terminating decimals, non-terminating recurring decimals, non-terminating, non-recurring decimals. These two categories together are called rational numbers, and the numbers in this category are called irrational numbers. These two categories together form real numbers. This is the other definition of real numbers. Rational numbers and irrational number together form real numbers. Let us understand various categories of numbers that come under real numbers. Real numbers can broadly be classified into rational numbers and irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are numbers like square root of 2, square root of 3, pi, etc. These numbers cannot be expressed in a fraction form, like p over q, also called non-terminating, non-recurring decimal numbers. And rational numbers are classified into two types. Fractions are in the form p over q. Fractions are sometimes referred to as non-integers. They are numbers like 2 over 3, -17 over 12. The numerator and the denominator have to be integers. P and Q cannot be anything like square root of 2 or pi. Integers are basically fractions with denominator equal to 1. They are also divided into two categories: the negative integers and zero, and positive integers. Now, negative integers are like -3, -12, -109, etc. Zero and positive integers are called whole numbers, which start with 0 and ends infinitely. So, whole numbers include all positive integers along with 0. These positive integers also have a special name. They are called natural numbers, which include all positive integers starting from 1. Real numbers include all the numbers you've seen, all numbers that can be expressed by P over Q, which are rational numbers, and also the one which cannot be expressed as P by Q, called irrational numbers. All the categories you see are given one-lettered name. Real numbers are called R, but not all categories are named based on their first letter. Rational numbers are called Q, and irrational numbers are called P or Q dash. The entire set of numbers is given the letter. P is the entire set of irrational numbers. Q is the set of rational numbers. And set of integers is called Z. The set of whole numbers is called W. And the set of natural numbers is called N. Let us understand this chart through a diagram. Let this be an entire set of real numbers. With real numbers, we have rational numbers and irrational numbers. Within rational numbers, we have integers. And within integers, we have whole numbers. And within whole numbers, we have natural numbers. So everything seems to be a rational number. What's not a rational number? Like square root of any negative number is not real number. Something like square root of -1, square root of -4. These numbers are not real numbers.